Hello and welcome to the Stevie P channel for a very late video, to be honest. And I wouldn't say it was really an announcement, given the fact that it's well over a month since we did get the news. But I thought that I'm busy trying to get back to my gaming and stuff like that, busy sort of planning the year ahead and seeing what's to come. And I've been looking at Rugby 24 with quite a lot of detail in terms of the game potentially of the year for rugby fans. And on a full disclaimer, by the way, we're about to start doing a lot more Rugby 22 on the channel, which should be quite a lot of fun, both on this channel as well on the Forever Sports Extra channel. So if you're a Forever Sports fan, you're going to be getting some of the other Forever Sports guys involved and potentially doing some like co-op careers, for example, doing some exhibition matches and stuff like that, doing some challenges. And I'm also starting to do my own sort of career stuff. The URC is coming to an end, which means that a little bit less rugby to go to cover in the next month or two, sort of May, June, or any sort of playoffs and stuff like that, before we then get into the very hectic international season. But I just thought I'd talk a little bit about Rugby 24 and what I'm hoping to see in it and what we are going to see in it, and the release date and stuff like that. So first of all, Rugby 22 was quite a big moment in terms of getting rugby games going back again, and it was the first sort of game post COVID and stuff like that. And I played not nearly as much as I'd like to do it, but it was quite cool to see some of the licensed competitions. And for me, if you're a FIFA player, for example, if you're a Cricket 22 player, 23 player, for example, Cricket 23 is coming out quite soon. It's about, for me, these games, obviously the gameplay is, obviously the most important thing, being able to make sure that it is usable, it is playable, that it's fun, and it's pretty intuitive. And that's sometimes been the issue with, the non-FIFA games. That's why FIFA and PES has always been so dominant. Obviously, the sport's a lot bigger, but the gameplay is so good, and that's always going to be the big challenge. In a rugby, which is such a complicated game, and finding a pretty simple gameplay, really. Where the average person can pick up a controller within one or two games, understand and be able to play at a relatively good level, because you don't want a game which you have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours playing just to be able to be competent, as opposed to, it's not talking about being good, but being competent, being able to be a casual player. I don't want to have to dedicate like a full week of like 3-4 hours every single day, and only after a week or two can I play a game on like the easier setting and be reasonable. It's nice to be able to sort of have games where you can sort of get to grips with things quite quickly. Now, the reason Rugby 24 really excites me is because of the licensing. First of all, hopefully we will have a couple of updates on the gameplay and stuff like that, and graphics and stuff. I'm not a massive graphics snob. Obviously, I want it to look good and needs to be visually quite appealing. But for me, gameplay and the licensing is so important, because you want to be, you've seen games in the half where they've got sort of names that they've had to sort of make up to try and resemble names. But Rugby 24 is going to have fully licensed competitions, and pretty cool competitions as well. Now, for South African, fans, the big thing is obviously having the URC, which they do have the URC. They then got the top 14 in the Pro D2. So it's interesting that they've got the French second division, no Premiership, no Super Rugby, and like no Currie Cup, for example, stuff like that. But the very big news and the very cool news is that it is a World Cup year, and they do have the official license of the Rugby World Cup for France 2023. So they do. It is an official product of the World Cup. So that's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be 130 national teams to choose from, and then clubs from the URC Top 14 and Pro D2. And the release date is 7th of September, so right in the brink of World Cup. So we're going to be probably going to be simulating a World Cup on it. We're going to be playing a World Cup. We're going to be seeing if we can take the Springboks to the World Cup final, for example. It's going to be a lot of fun to do. In terms of platforms, it's going to come out on PS5, PS4, Xbox, Series X, for example, Xbox One, as well as PC, which is what I'll probably be playing it on. But yeah, let me know what sort of content you'd like to see from a rugby perspective. If you'd like to see, streams, would you like to see recorded videos, you'd like to see us do what sort of challenges. Obviously we'll be doing a line to win the URC, playing all 18 rounds, for example, trying to see if we can get to the playoffs. Obviously, we're going to do that with the World Cup, where we're going to potentially do, for example, from a Fair Sports team, we might be drawing teams, for example, seeing how far we can get. I'm probably going to do a road to the World Cup final with the Springboks type thing. But before that, obviously, we're going to get stuck into Rugby 22 to sort of build ourselves up, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. So let me know what sort of content you'd like to see from us. And at the end of the day, as long as we can do it, and as long as it's not too complicated, then we're going to do it. We want to start doing a lot more non-news content on Forever Sports. That's why we have Forever Sports Extra, for example. On the Stevie P channel, we're doing a lot of IPL playthroughs. We're going to be doing that a lot more. and going to be doing stuff like for me, I'm going to be doing more reaction videos, stuff like that. So I'm really hoping to get this DDP channel working quite well in the next couple of months and stuff like that. So yeah, any suggestions would be really welcomed in the comments below. But apart from that, smash like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hopefully we'll be seeing you over the course of the next few months for some really cool videos and some fun stuff.